with no one in the office and so many people working from home, my inbox in the last month has been flooded with inquiries from people who want to update their LinkedIn profiles. Now, there's one question that seems to be on everyone's mind, and I want to answer that question for you right now in this video in case it's something that you're wondering about as well. And the question is if I update my LinkedIn profile, does that get broadcast to my entire network for fear that I might look like I'm actively looking for a new job, even though I'm not? And so I want to answer that question for you right now, once and for all, to allay any concern that you may have along these lines. And here's how it goes. If you're logged into your LinkedIn profile, this is what you'll see. You'll see your wall or your home page. Now, if you click on your name or your picture, you'll go to your LinkedIn profile, of course, and you'll see everything that you've done to complete your LinkedIn profile to the extent that it is complete. Now, as you scroll down, of course, you'll get to your experience section, and then these are all of the companies that you've listed as companies that you've worked for in the past or currently. Now, if you want to make an edit or a change or update your LinkedIn profile, you would click on this pen to get to this pop-up window, and this is all of the fields that you would need to complete or update that experience on your LinkedIn profile. And now, for the purpose of this video, we're not talking about these fields so much as this gray rectangle at the bottom of this pop-up window. And you'll see in this rectangle it says Share with Network. There's a button on the left, which currently is off, and it says, if enabled, your network may be informed of job changes, education changes, and work anniversaries. So this right here is the button that you want to be aware of. If this is off, then your network will not be broadcast of any changes you've made to your profile as it relates to this experience. If it's on, then you should expect some people or a lot of people in your network to be notified of that change. So there's two things to be aware of here. The first thing is if you've never seen this button before, if you've never noticed it or never been here, it's okay, because LinkedIn's default is for this to be off. So if you've never touched this, I can pretty much assure you that your LinkedIn profile should be off with this button, and so you don't have to make or be worried or concerned about any changes being broadcast. But the other thing that you want to be aware of is this button is for each individual employer. So I am looking at my Resume Sage experience right here. Hey, what does your resume say about you? But if I go down to this next employer, I can make changes to this one and I get this button again. And I can change it on for some buttons or turn it off for other buttons, whatever I want. So just be aware that the default is always off and that it is for each individual employer. So just be careful about those two things. So I hope that answers any question you might have about that feature in LinkedIn. If you have any other questions about your LinkedIn profile or updating it, shoot me a note and I'm happy to respond. I'm David Pinkley, the Resume Sage, and I guess today also the LinkedIn Sage, and we'll see you soon.